So, the problem description for this project in terms of business goals, this project is about Uber pickups around New York, contain a lot of information that can be useful to Uber company and other e-hailing company to study the trend of the customers of e-hailing. In this study, we will track the data about the use of the service. In terms of technical goals, data visualization is applied to enable greater interpretation from the complex data. ggplot2 package is used to allow one to plot different types of visualizations that pertain to many time frames of the year. Geoplot of New York is also introduced to provide us with the specifics of how multiple users made trips from different bases. Hi, my name is Aida Shafika binti Azwan with the matrix number of 1901452. I'm going to talk about the executive summary of this project. Uber is a ride-hailing app that allows consumers to order a private or shared car with a few taps of a mobile app with payment taken automatically from users' accounts. On average, Uber successfully recorded million trips per day in Q1 2020. However, the outbreak of COVID-19 has triggered the growth of the company as research shows that the global ride-sharing market size is estimated to be down by 2% as compared to pre-COVID-19 estimation. In this project, we will analyze the Uber pickups in New York City dataset. After the analyzing process, some recommendations will be given to the company so that the company can use it as a reference to decide relevant strategies for rebooting the growth of the company. So next is the data description. The data was separated by month with detailed location information. There are 6 files of raw data on Uber pickups in New York City from April to September 2014. The files are separated by month and each has the following columns as shown in the picture. These files are named as follows. As a matter above, we still managed to handle all the data correctly since we focused more on the features that needed to execute the project by setting the limit of attribute in dataset.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Farzana Tiara binti Abdul Razak. My matrix ID is 18002510. And for today, I am going to explain about my group's data preparation, about importing the essential packages that we use in our R project. In the first step of our R project, we actually import the essential packages that we will use in this Uber data analysis project. Some of the important libraries of R that we use are stated in the table. The first one is ggplot2. ggplot2 is the most popular data visualization library that is most widely used for creating aesthetic visualization plots. In this project, we mostly use it. And then the second one, ggthemes. This is an add-on to ggplot2 library. We use it to create better theme and scales with the mainstream ggplot2 package. The third one, Lubridate. This package helps us to understand our data in separate time categories as our dataset involves various time frames. Moving on, dplyr. This package is the lingua franca of data manipulation in R. Next, tidyr. Its function is to tidy the data just like its names. The basic principle of tidyr is to tidy the columns where each variable is present in a column. Each observation is represented by a row and each value depicts a cell. Moving on to DT, it enables us to interface with the JavaScript library called data tables. The seventh package is scales. It helps to map the data to the correct scales with well-placed axes and legends. And the final package is PSYCH. It is used to carry out correlation tests. Moving on to loading data and data pre-processing. After importing all the packages, the next step, we will read all the CSV files that contain the data from April 2014 to September 2014. As there is no missing value in our dataset, we need not to filter the data. We will then store this data in the corresponding data frames, which are April underscore data, May underscore data, June underscore data, July underscore data, August underscore data, and September underscore data. Okay, the code are shown as in the slide. And then after we have read all those files, we will combine all the data into a single data frame called data underscore 2014. We also perform the appropriate formatting of date time column. Then we will proceed to create factors of time objects like day, month, year, day of week, hour, minute, and second. The structure of the data frame after formatting are shown in the slide. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Kok Jing Yi with ID number 19001481 and I'm going to discuss on the solutions of our project. So before we start to analyze the data, we decided to carry out a correlation test by using enhanced scatter plot metric to test the relationship between all the variables and the number of trips recorded. As you can see in the slide, there are three variables which are having significant relationship with the number of trips recorded, which are hours, months, days, with a correlation score of 0.83, 0.96, and 0.75 respectively, while the other four variables have been proven to have no significant relationship with the number of trips recorded, as they are having a score near to 0. So after the correlation test, we will continue to analyze the number of trips made by passengers based on hours in a day. So from both of the graph in this slide, we can observe that the number of trips are highest in the evening around 5 to 6 p.m. Next, we will continue to analyze on the relationship between days and number of trips recorded. So from the first graph, it shows that the 30th of the month recorded the most number of trips, while from the second graph, it shows that the 30th of April recorded the greatest number of trips. Hence, from the resulting visualizations, we can conclude that the 30th of the month has the highest number of trips in the year, which is mostly contributed by the month of April.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Zamizati Kaisara with the matrix number 1800247. So next we will continue the analysis with the number of trips that are taking place each month of the year. So the output shows that most trips are made during the month of September. So for the next graph, we also, as you can see, we generate visual reports of the number of trips that are made on every day of the week based on each month. So Sunday has the lowest trips recorded, and while Thursday, Friday, and Saturday tend to record greater number of trips. Okay, so we also plot the number of trips that have been taken by the passengers from each of the bases, and we observe that B02617 have the highest number of trips, while the lowest is at B02512. Then we also included month in our analysis, and based B02617 shows the highest count of the trips for the 6th month, especially in September, which the number of trips increased from April to September, while based B02764 shows the lowest count of trips from April to July, but for the number of trips for B02764 gradually increased in August and September. While when we consider day of the week, Thursday has the highest trips in the three bases, which are B02598, B02617, and B02682. So lastly, we will also analyze on data between day of week and number of trips. So from the bar chart, it can be concluded that Thursday recorded the highest number of trips from April to September 2014.
Now we will analyze the heat map and the map visualization. Heat map shows that September have the most number of trips, especially on Friday and Saturday, and during the date from 9th to 13th of the month and 25th to 27th of the month during the 4 p.m. until 7 p.m. also shows great number of trips throughout the month. For bases, B02617 also shows the greatest number of trips, while base B02512 shows the lowest number of trips. For most bases, the numbers of trips are stable and higher from Tuesday until Friday of the week and lowest during Sunday. Map shows that Uber trips are more focused in the center area of New York City and scarce at the urban area of New York City. The conclusion is there is a significant relation between hour and the number of trips and also between the days of week and numbers of trips. It also shows no significant relation between the total number of trips recorded and the bases. More research are needed to be done as there is potential for the company to increase the revenue. It is suggested that the number of drivers should be increased from 6 to 7 p.m. on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, or at the bases B02568 and base B02617 on the date of 30th of every month. That's all. Thank you.